Hello guys, doing. My name is Shane. I'm a Fate Grand Order player. I do animations, or used to do animations, but I play a lot of gacha games. I used to play fighting games as well. But I want to talk about this game that I started to play and I'm having a lot of fun, Chaos Nightmare. I played the beta test and I played just a few hours of the official release because I spent a few hours doing rerolls that count fast because I wanted this specific character. I'll talk about this later. I was searching for a turn-based card game system. There are some other games that people are suggesting, like something like Darkest Dungeon, Limbus Company, but I saw this. I saw the first trailers. I was like, dude, this kind of looks interesting. I wanted to try it, but it was not released yet, so I wasn't waiting. So I don't want to go too deep into the battle system. I just want to show more or less how it works. So each and every character has their set of cards. You shuffle the game shuffle all the cards together, and then each turn you can choose which card to use, and then that's your turn. And then each and every action can be an attack and a skill to increase the damage or draw another card, just like a card game would work, right? And that's mostly how the game goes. There's the characters that are more focused on support, characters that are focused on more attack, and characters that are more focused on defense. And then you can build a team around this. Characters on healing or generating more points, which is this point in the middle, which would be uh, what you use as a cost of your cards. Okay, this is usually what you consider because each turn you get 3 points, and then you can use those to attack with your cards or anything, and then with these, by using those, and I think taking damage as well, you'll build ego points. Ego points is where you here on the left. This is what would be equivalent to your special attacks from the characters and the partners, because instead of weapons, of craft essences and light cones from the characters that usually Gacha game has, here are there are the partners. Partners, their basic function is not only increasing the stats, giving some extra effects depending on how strong they are. They as well have a new set of specials. They usually cost less ego points. Like you can see here, this guy is a partner. I'll even show you how to use. Like he costs only 2 points, but then when you see a character like Mika, her special costs six ego points, and of course the character ones usually are stronger. So this is an example, right? And let's not forget, during the battle, if your character takes too much damage, each and every character when they take damage, they build this purple bar, which is the stress bar. If the stress bar is completely filled, they enter a mental breakdown state, and in this mental breakdown state, they can't do anything. They can when cards of their deck show up, you need to use them because the more you use them, the faster they recover. And when they recover, they can use their special attack faster, but it's kind of complicated because when a character enters mental breakdown, you lose 30% of your HP and become quite vulnerable. So it's even though when you're mental breakdown and you recover, your special attacks here, the ego skills, they get cheaper, but it's kind of risky to rely on this. This is more like a way to get back from a bad situation. So don't count on this. But yeah, probably you could already understand that your HP bar is the combination of the HP of your three characters. So use this to build your teams, right? So that's basically how the gameplay works. If you played any card-based game or whatever, you know that a lot of how you build the deck is part of it. As you know, I was talking about the deck of the cards of each character they get together. Each character has a set deck of cards, which you can see here on the menu, cards. That's how usually their deck is. However, the point of the game is that even though each character has their set deck that includes attack, healing, barrier, special effects that really go really specific for each of their characters. The fun of the game, to me at least, it's the chaos mode. Chaos mode would be, I mean, I'm not too familiar with this mode, I'm gonna be completely honest. I only knew about those roguelike modes because of Honkai Star Rail, the version of the universe. I didn't play much games like this before, so it was quite kind of a new experience, and I have to tell you, it's really interesting to me because when you go in those chaos mode, if you never played roguelike, it's like a table game, a real life game, I think. I forgot how you name that. But you have like a table here. You have those squares. You choose where to go. You have some options of squares. You go and you keep advancing until the last boss, right? And there are squares here that are regular battles, like this one. Just normal battles. Unknown encounters. You encounter someone from a weird faction. It can be an ally or enemy. It can be a crazy nuts person or a fanatic. It's those squares are actually one of the most fun things of this mode to me. There's the campfires to rest or to improve one of your cards for the cost of gold. What else? Of course, there are the elite battles. Those are a bit harder, but gives more rewards as well. There are the campfires with a Delang shop, because with those shops, you spending gold, you can buy more cards, more equipment. It's it's interesting, and of course, there is those waypoint areas because you cannot. I think if you live on those waypoint areas, don't quote me on that. I think if you live on one of those waypoint areas, I think you can still get a reward, but of course not a complete ones. I think, or you can go back, something like this. And I never test this waypoint area, so don't quote me on that. Okay. And then with this, you go advancing on those stages, and eventually during those stages, you'll be able to buy more cards for your characters, to get equipment to make them stronger. And then sometimes you change your cards, you remove your cards, you duplicate your cards. And this is the point of the chaos mode, to improve the deck of your characters, to make it stronger for advance on other modes. And a character that you like that have a weak deck, you can improve here. Or a character that already have a strong deck, you can become even stronger. So it's kind of interesting to me, how much the possibilities open. So yeah, I would say this is the main mode of the game, in my opinion. Others are mostly farming for resources, because every gacha game, you have to farm for resources for EXP to improve the equipment, right? But of course, I'm talking about the equipment here. Those equipments are different from craft essence or light cones or weapons and stuff like this. Those equipments are something that are binded to your deck. After finish a mode, they accumulate all the cards, all the equipments on your card, and then they create a save file for a character. They save for a character, you can use in any other mode, and those equipments make them stronger, but they are binded to your deck, right? They are not something like, I don't think, at least so far, they are not something they can be refined or stuff like this. I don't know exactly yet. I'm just, I'm trying to not doing my experience on my way, because I'm already having a lot of fun with how the game is right now. I like a lot Haru, because one of the biggest appeals to me for Haru was, I'm not gonna lie, her voice actress, Yomi Ahina. After she made Yamaran on Dangerous in My Heart, I started to pay more attention to the work of the voice actors. Like, her voice is just amazing. So I saw that she was the first limited character. I was like, I don't care. I need to get her. That's why I did rerolls. Sue me. Don't sue me, please. In this banner, we uses the limited currency. I think that there's a classic 50-50. I don't know exactly. 70 rolls. There you go. 70 rolls. Yeah. On the 70, the 70 roll is the limit for guaranteed five stars. And there's of course 50% a chance. But again, 50% of regularly is a 1% of a 5-star. But and the 50% you get the rate up, and you fail on the next guaranteed 5-star, you get a guaranteed rate up, right? That's how it works. Here I already used this, but there is a banner for new players that you can roll. I think up to 50 rolls with 50 rolls on a banner similar to this. It's mostly the same banner as this. You start off 10 rolls for 10 rescue rankers. It's 10 rolls for 8 rescue rankers. So you get a little discount in the beginning. It's kind of amazing. After you roll 50 rolls or 40, the banner is gone. You can still keep rolling here. Or, of course, there's the partners that, as I said, those partners works like a weapon, craft assets, and stuff like this. And they give an extra special. I think if you... Here, when you go here, you can see what stats the partner gives, the extra effects, and of course the special, how much it costs, how many ego points it costs, and what it does, right? And of course, this one is the limited one from the rescue anchor thing, and here is the open banner. By the way, I'm saying limited because it's a newer character. However, apparently, I think Smilegate said that after those characters are debuted, all the characters are thrown into the same open gacha. So I think with really specific, it will be really rare for a character not to be on the open banner. So yeah, I think no banners will be excluded. No characters will be excluded from the open banner. So if a character is limited and new, it will become it will enter the general banner here in this case, right? Anyway, and there is this gacha as well. This is kind of an interesting one because every character when you are analyzing their cards, they have those card motion restoration. They are all static here, but they actually are live 2D. And to restore live 2D, that specific banner here, Eternal Moment, and I'm pretty sure this banner is only free to play. You can, there are many places that you can farm this currency to unlock those things. I don't know if they get extra effects besides the live 2D animations. You can even check out on the website. How are those? Okay, I guess you can see the prices. I think the prices are not too far from what you would expect. You know, here there are some ways to get those currencies here as well. Of course, if you want to whale, you can cut some corners. But if you want to play a free-to-play campaign, I'm pretty sure you can do just fine. Some images are taking a little bit longer to load, but yeah, this is temporary. All right. And here, of course, you can get your guaranteed pulls if you're having too much unlock and you want to get more copies. There are other ways here to get your copies again. And now I can talk about a few characters that I have. Those are what I got from the free pulls. Like I said, I only advanced until chapter 2, episode 1. When you unlock battle mission and you do those three missions of the battle mission, it will be more or less, if you did everything properly, it will be more or less enough for you to come here to rescue, get a 10 roll on the limited banner, and you get like 30 rolls on the combat rescue, but the for the newer players, right? Yeah. So yeah, let me talk about the characters, and with that amount of rolls that I told you, which was like 10 limited, I think it was 20 limited total, counting on everything I did, and about 50 to 60 on the open banners, and this is more or less what I got. Right here, when you have a 0 count on this part, it's because you have only 1 copy, and then, like most games, this manifest ego is when you show how many extra copies to max your character. So 7 copies in total, right? That's how many copies you need to max a character. This became quite a standard in gachas, I guess. Even if you managed to catch up with this. But anyway, I got 2 5-star characters. many copies of Mika because Mika is the best support in the game. You will see many teams using her, especially in the beginning. I don't know. I think right now in the game there is no better replacement for her because she is the best character to generate AP. You remember when I mentioned that there are 3 AP per turn, and then this AP, those costs of the cards are AP costs. Since you're fixed getting 3 per turn, anything that makes you gain more AP per turn is amazing, right? And no one in the game, no one that I know right now in the game is providing more AP for the team better than Mika. Mika is just insane. She fits in every team. She heals. She gives you AP with her wave ability. It's insane. She's insane. You'll see many people using her. And now the damage dealer there are a variety of damage dealers because there are the elements, right? Because each class. Right, I was just saying, the damage dealer, it will heavily rely on which element each character is. I think there are 5 elements: the yellow, the blue, green, fire, and the psychic. Whatever. So yeah, there's those 5. I'm pretty sure. And of course, there are the classes as well that vary a little bit. There are the Vanguard, and stuff like this. I didn't go too deep into this. I just know that I just in general, you see characters that are damage dealers that are more the vanguards are more generating defense for the team to improve the survivability. And of course there are the supports that give you healing, improve the damage, or give more AP. Like, and Mika improves her above your healing and AP. That's why she's amazing. Yeah, so far my favorite Haru. Mika is gonna use everywhere. Or I'm having makes sense. I'm using other characters a lot as well, like Selena and Tressa. They are amazing damage dealers on their own elements. Cassius is such an amazing gimmick character. If you played Magic the Gathering, I played card games in real life as well, by the way. If you play Magic the Gathering and you like characters or decks that draw cards, to search cards and shuffle and discard and do a lot of interesting gimmicks, you're gonna love Cassius. Cassius is just I want to avoid a little bit to play with Cassius because I feel like maybe he requires a little bit of building a deck around him. Maybe not so much. Maybe I'm overthinking. But he's really fun. He's really, really fun. This is such a fun character, man. And yeah, so far, I played with different characters. I played a lot of Melee on the Melee and Maribel on the beta testing. They're amazing. Melee is such an amazing damage dealer as well. So I think even if your character is weak, because so far I don't think I experienced any character that is extremely weak, but anyway, any character you probably can reinforce them a lot in the chaos mode. So I think at least right in the beginning of the game, you don't need to be too catch up on this concept. Don't get me wrong. I'm just telling you from my own experience of what I'm seeing this game because I don't know. So far, it's quite great. The character design, the character design is amazing in itself, but the gameplay, I feel like it's the dynamic aspect of the deck building makes it so much fun. It's so much a different aspect from FGO. That the FGO deck building is like baby baby deck building because there's not much, You just accumulate similar servers with similar cards, and you hope that things go the best. When you're trying to deal with deck building, usually you don't even worry too much about this. I'm quite surprised with this game because when I played the beta test, I was actually having fun. I didn't want to stop playing this game. I didn't have as much time to play this as I wanted to. But this chaos mode, every time is a new experience. Every time you build a new cards for your characters, every time you have a chance to make them stronger, it's just fun. I think it resembles a lot like Uma Musume, like Uma Musume, each and every campaign, you finish the campaign, you finish the race, and then you have this new build of Maruzensky. That this build of Maruzensky has even a rank of S plus or A plus or whatever. It might be really different from another A plus, right? Here's the same thing. Every time you go to Chaos, you finish the Chaos, the campaign of Chaos. The deck might be completely different or similar. I don't know where I want to go with this. It's just like every time you create new decks, and it's quite fun. Now, if we want to be a little bit nitpicky with the game, if like the game was just released, there are still a few things that are not that well polished. As you saw, here sometimes when the box of Haru shows up here, the text is a little bit cut. I already reported this to them, but and they're already fixing a lot of bugs, right? Here, the text box is still broken. I don't know how to show you this, but the, it's not me that is cutting the text, you know. They have those notices because I think every Korean game needs to have those notices that you're playing too much. Anyway, of course you have the stamina for the farming, for farming the farming materials, be it XP to level up your characters. When you go here on the details of your characters, there are more things. I don't want to go too deep into this, but as you would expect, here of course is like equivalent to weapon. You can level up your character to gain more stats. Here's the save data where you can see all the decks, the different decks that you have here, the different equipment that your new decks might have, and potential, which this I guess you could consider the skill tree passive that you can go leveling up during your campaign as well. But yeah, there's those little details like most gachas, but don't worry too much about this. And yeah, with all that said, the story is quite interesting. I think I'll lie to you. The story, at least at the beginning, it feels like a mix of some stories that you might find really familiarity. You'll see some parts of Arknight and a lot of similar sci-fi stuff like this. But I love the whole aspect of the story. There is this lingering horror aspect of it to it, you know. I'm loving it so far. Not gonna lie, this lingering horror aspect is one of the biggest appeals to me in the game in the first place, and together with this mental breakdown, you know, I think it's kind of great so far. I mean, I played a few hours on the beta test. On the finished product, I'm seeing that they improved a lot from the beta test. I feel like there's some things that they could improve. See about that. Let's see about that. I think I want to play a few more hours to see at least everything that I played on the beta test. But it's still, my first impressions are still the same. The game is still amazing. The chaos is still working amazingly. The replayability is there. So, and I really recommend this game. I don't know. But yeah, there goes my suggestion. But honestly, I never played Darkest Dungeon, but people that play Darkest Dungeon and join my chat during my live streams, they're saying that this game looks interesting, looks similar, this looks interesting, more interesting in some aspects. So, I don't know. I give my recommendation to this one. I never played Darkest Dungeon, but this one I have a lot of fun. And the characters look amazing. Yeah, when we check here quickly, the characters that are on the banner, there are many great male characters. For some reason here the images are not loading as well, but probably it's because the server's overloaded. Many amazing character designs. Of course, there are some furry characters if you want to. I got him. I played a lot with him a lot on the beta test as well. I got Melee. Melee was the character I played the most, I think. But yeah. And those are the characters that are released so far, of course, including Haru. And the partners don't show up too much, to be completely honest, but their designs as well is amazing. And if you like it, hey, I really suggest it. If you like it, hey, maybe you should try. Why don't you check out the game and play with us? Oh, I mean, if you enjoy the live stream, I'll show you my league with my friend. I don't know how many is the limit of friends I can have on my list, but hey, let's go, let's play this game. I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, After playing Genshin and Elden Ring, I mainly think I think I want more turn-based games, and that's why I think that's one of the reasons I was enjoying a lot of FGO. There's a lot of things that I like in FGO, but being turn-based game, strategy, battle, I like it. It's one of the aspects I like a lot, and this game lives up to it as well, having a deeper battle system in this regard. I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun like a deeper aspect on the deck building is just fun. So that's what I think. As a veteran FGO player, I've played a lot of games, a lot of gacha games, a lot of fighting games. I have a lot of fun. I'm liking this. Might be a bit controversial, but I have more fun playing this than Arknights. I had more fun playing this than Honkai Star Rail. I'm not even mentioning Genshin because I abandoned Genshin a long time ago. But yeah, I might even abandon Honkai Star Rail eventually because of this game. If the game takes too much time, we'll see. But hey, it is what it is. Hope you have fun as well. Try it because there are a lot of free rewards for new players. And eventually we'll have more codes. I think I'll be able to share some codes here in the future because I am on a creator program. I think I'll be able to share some things. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Hey. And join my live streams. My live streams are not that consistent. I'll try to be more consistent, and I'll play more Chaos and NightMare. I play FGO, and we'll be playing Chaos and NightMare mainly. And then Brown does Honkai Star Rail. I'll be making a variation of this. But see you guys next time, and try Chaos and NightMare. It's amazing. Bye bye. Be blessed by Yomi Ahina's voice. Of course, I'm glazing here up on Yomi Ahina, but the moment they release a character with Ayane Sakura's voice, I'm screwed. I'm just screwed. I don't even want to imagine. But that's it. Bye-bye. And of course, look at my chest. It's still Grand Assassin Matahari for life. That's it. Bye-bye. A good one.